Hey everybody, welcome to the Let's Play Daily number 8. Checking out the new Poro King mode in League of Legends. I don't post a ton of League of Legends videos, mainly because I'm not that good at this game. And I know how the insane amount of time it takes to be good at this game, and I really like this game, but it's just so hyper competitive that I mainly come back to League of Legends when there's a new crazy mode. When ARAM first came out as like a custom game type, I played the hell out of it. Well, I mean, after hitting level 30 on the normal 5-on-5 map, I just got kind of burned out on it. But then anytime there's like a crazy new mode that comes out, or oh look, goddamn, I love playing as Nidalee, and I'll be getting into that in a little bit. Anyway, anytime there's a crazy new mode that comes out, or something new to try, or when what was it, Dominion? Was that the circle map? I played that for a bit. I think the consensus on that was that map was kind of a bust. And when I played a whole bunch of ARAM when that first became something that you could actually do with matchmaking and as the custom game types, and now that they have this mode, and wow, God, what have been some of the other ones, like the 6-on-6 when everybody has the same character or the same champion. I didn't play that one. I did play the zero cooldown one, which I absolutely loved because I love playing AP middles. That's always been the kind of character that I go towards. The glass cannon builds and stuff like that. I'm not a great player, I'll be completely honest, but I still do enjoy playing these kind of screw around non-competitive modes. And this mode has actually been a lot of fun. It's a nice little twist on ARAM. Now I cut out the there's actually a champion select and even banning process, which I was kind of surprised to see. I don't think ARAM has standard all random all mid has a banning process, but this game mode does. And one of the links, if you're interested in, or you're starting to play this mode, that I would at least look through, I'll include it in the comments. I found a post on Reddit by someone who compiled a tier list for characters for this new mode here. And this is something that I've been doing lately, and it feels kind of cheesy, but anytime, oh God, what was the other game that I did this for? There was some other game that I did this for recently, and it was just kind of mind-blowing. Anyway, so I always search what's the most OP class, or the most OP character, or the most OP build, or whatever for any game mode. I'm just I don't fucking care. I don't want to experiment on my own. Just tell me what the best characters are. And Nidalee is obviously good because that spear throw that she has, that can do so much freaking damage at range, and especially on this close quarters map, and with the super fast mana regeneration, she can just huck spears for days. I'm just poking away at people. I don't get a ton of kills in this match, and this match ends up being a complete heartbreaker. I won't spoil it, but so my experience is that champions that are very tanky are actually really good in this mode. I've played maybe 10 matches so far, and tanky champions like Alistar, and God, what are some of the other ones that really jumped out? Galio is really good. Skarner is supposed to be really good as well. He gets banned a lot from what I've seen. And I have zero tanky runes, only a few tanky characters, so it's kind of I'm just gonna stick with what I'm actually good with in this. But anyway, check out the tier list. It's a Reddit thread, and I thought it was kind of interesting to read what this guy's opinion are, and especially if you want to kind of improve, or if you're not great at League of Legends, it's just the kind of thing I like to do. God, what was the other game that I did this for? I just searched most overpowered class. I wish. So the last game that I made a ton of videos for was Dragon Age Inquisition, and unfortunately that game is just so absolutely massive that and I had the early access, so by the time I realized, or once the consensus was that God, what is it? Dual wield rogues are just the most OP characters. Oh God, I love doing this Poro fly move. So when you have, okay, maybe I should talk about a little bit how this game type works if you're not familiar with it. You have this new Poro King that you can summon, and you summon him by hitting 10 Poro throws. So your normal summoner spells like Flash or Ignite or whatever, have been replaced by the Poro throw, which is basically just like throwing a snowball. In the top right, there's a counter that you'll see. Right now it's at 3 out of 10 for both teams, blue and red. And after you fill that counter, then you summon the Poro King. And when the Poro King is summoned, you can then use the King Attract ability. I don't remember what it's called, but basically you hit F and you fly right to the King. So if you just respawn or something like that, then you can basically haul ass all the way across the map, save you a bunch of time, and get right in the middle of the fight. Now, the thing about the Poro throw as well is that, you know, like I was saying with the tanky champions, it's a great ability because if you land your snowball throw, your Poro throw, oh god, how great would it be if there was like a yellow snowball skin for the Poros that you throw? Just whipping piss-covered snowballs at the other team. If you land it and then hit it a second time, oh my god, look at that max range spear throw right there. God, I love hitting those. If you activate it a second time, you instantly teleport to the champion that you hit. Now, it has to be a champion. It just can't just be a normal creep. And the same thing for the summoning the Poro King. You have to hit 10 champions to summon him, not just any old creep. Now, what a lot of really good players have done, and I'm not fast enough, I guess, or just maybe I just don't think enough, and especially with Nidalee, like with some of the other characters I've done it a little bit more, but with Nidalee, she's not a great character for it. I guess if I use the leopard mode, or whatever it's called, the transform, then I could probably pull it off, but what people do is they'll flash in, well, not flash in, but Poro Toss in, and then fly right back to the Poro King and get out of battle. The Poro King is kind of bringing up the rear to kind of like flash in, drop a bunch of damage, and then pop right out without taking a bunch of damage themselves. And yeah, that's been a really effective strategy that I've seen. So anyway, I freaking, man, League of Legends for me has been tumultuous relationship. Like every time I play it, I have so much fun, and then I just kind of realize, like, oh my god, there are so many champions that I don't even recognize anymore because it's been 3 months since I've played the game, and so many champions have been rebuilt and like new items even and stuff like that. It's just like, oh my god, and I know the kind of level of dedication that a game like this requires to be good, and because this game is so hyper competitive with the people that play it, that like I hate letting my team down. Like I hate sucking at any game, so I think that's why I really like these non-competitive modes. On a completely different note, one of the games that has come out recently, so with these daily Let's Play videos, I'm gonna try to cover a variety of different games, and also work in a little bit of news. Because, I don't know, I think it's interesting to talk about topical things, stuff like that. Anyway, the big news story of the day today is that Assassin's Creed Unity came out with a patch on, I think, every platform. And it's it's on every platform. And it's a 6.7 gig patch on, I think, the PlayStation 4 and the PC, but because of some weird glitch in how they submitted the patch on the Xbox One, you have to re-download the entire 40 gigabit game to apply the patch. So not only, I mean, like, this game has been just so fucked up since the beginning. Now, I didn't have a lot of the problems that a lot of people did playing through Assassin's Creed Unity, and I'm not sure why. I did have some frame rate issues, but I never saw the melted faces, the hollow faces, the faces not loading. I never saw the go-kart people like speeding. No, that's not true. I did see one go-karter speeding through the world. But I don't know. It's weird how broken this game is, especially the Master Chief Collection, how incredibly janked those games are. when they're major AAA titles in the busiest part of the season. Like they clearly just were rushed and weren't ready for release, and which in a way makes me appreciate a game like this even more, a game like League of Legends, because like, I mean, it has its glitches, and it certainly isn't a game that, I mean, it has an insane amount of depth, but it doesn't, it can get repetitive, obviously. I mean, the variety of the matches is huge. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about this game that I probably don't need to explain to you if you've played this, is that like every game is completely different, and there's like, it takes a lot of time to learn all the different characters and learn how to use all the characters and how to counter other characters that you don't own, and it's free. It's fucking free. This game is free, and it's probably making more money than a lot of these AAA titles like Halo, Master Chief Collection, and Assassin's Creed Unity. And it's free because they charge for skins or RP boosts, or not RP boosts, IP boosts and things like that. And that, to me, that just, man, it's just insane that they are getting away with charging $60 for Assassin's Creed. Oh, that was a good spirit toss there. $60 for Assassin's Creed Unity and the Master Chief Collection, and they're just, this is the 4th patch that has come out for Assassin's Creed Unity in a month. It's November 17th right now. I don't remember the exact date that Unity came out, but it was mid-November. Oh, it's December 17th. I said November. So it's been a month. 4 patches in a fucking month, and it's still broken for the $60 games. And they've offered, I mean, they've offered apologies, and they've offered apologies. There have been some kind of rumored excuses that they've had problems with major updates to the consoles not being reflected in their dev units, so that what the developers were creating their game on didn't match what's sitting in my office right now in terms of hardware and, you know, whatever that entails. But that's just kind of rumors and speculation. But like, this game has been out for years now, and they continue to update it and tweak things, and there are glitches that come up. But I mean, I don't know if being free is really an excuse, like some sort of, does this game being free somehow give them a pass to make mistakes at times? I would think, like, obviously they would never put out something and think like, oh, this is a free game, that like we have a license to be a little bit shitty in our development process. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. What I'm saying is, like, from a consumer standpoint, is League of Legends being free? Oh, here, is League of Legends being free? Does that somehow make consumers not as demanding when it comes to what they expect out of this game? I don't know. I think maybe it does. And ironically, I mean, considering how massive this game is, as far as I know, they don't have a lot of server problems. They don't have I mean, I don't play it super regularly, but it certainly seems like a very stable game every time I played it. And Destiny continues to get worse. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I was complaining constantly about lag, and during a live stream yesterday, during the Iron Banner, I was streaming a little bit of the new Iron Banner tournament, and I was having tons of lag there, and it's supposed to be dedicated servers and all that, and people in the chat were saying that Destiny continues to get worse in terms of lag. Like it's getting worse over time, which is a very strange thing to happen. But I think because you paid your $60 and you move on, or maybe you paid your $80 because you bought the DLC, then they have your money, so they don't care as much about making sure it's a perfect product. Like, all this time and energy went into hyping the shit out of Destiny. I mean, obviously the development side has nothing to do with the PR side, but you know, they got all of these, Destiny had all these pre-orders, and I screwed up big time there. I'm not great at this game. I think I made that clear. And one of my problems with this game is that I frequently forget to use all my abilities. It's just kind of, I don't know why. Just like, I forget to use like the Poro Toss as frequently as I should, or I forget to like, what is it? The Abyssal Scepter, I think it's called. No, not the Abyssal Scepter. The Deathfire Grasp. Like whenever I buy that, I almost always forget to use it. It's a dumb thing, but that's just one of those things that I completely forget. Oh, and this is where the match turns around, actually. This is the heartbreaking part of this game. Zillion said he had to go. And look at this freaking score here, 46-26. We are absolutely destroying the other team. This is where it all turns around. But this game being free, maybe it's because they know that because it's free, they have to have a solid product day in, day out with consistent updates and consistent performance and functionality. Whereas a game like a full retail game, like Destiny or Master Chief Collection or Unity or any other game that has launched recently and been complete shit. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive racing game by the guys who made MotorStorm. I'm drawing a blank. And that game was completely busted at launch too. Just like online functionality was just completely broken. Let's see if I can find the name of this. MotorStorm by Evolution Studios, who recently created the game Drive Club, which was just completely fucked at launch. So, like, it's having a game that I could just pick up that's still getting continually updated years later. I first started playing League, my God, was it 3.5 years ago? 4.5 years ago? And I haven't played this game in months, and I've had multiple multi-month spells where I haven't played the game, played League, and I can just pick it up and enjoy it and see a couple new updates and get right back into it and have fun and not have to pay for a new $60 update or pay for new DLC. And that's a freaking awesome proposition. And I wish that maybe Bungie or other AAA developers like Ubisoft could take maybe a more long-term approach with the development of their games. Like, let's say Assassin's Creed is, you buy Assassin's Creed once for $60, and then you can buy a new city for $20 or something like that. Or I don't know, I'm just kind of throwing out random ideas. Because I know that next November there'll be a new Call of Duty game, there'll be a new Assassin's Creed game, there'll be a new maybe a new Destiny. I don't know. Is Destiny 2 going to be out by next year? Probably not. There'll be a new what other new annualized franchises will there be? I'm drawing a blank. There'll probably be a new Halo. Well, anyway, I think that's the end of the game right there. Yep, that's the end of the game. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of League of Legends and hear me theorize about free to play versus not. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you haven't hit that like button already, please do so. Game on.